I'm Gail and welcome back to lowcarbrecipe.ideas.com. I apologize, life is crazy around here and I've got so much on my plate, so I haven't been able to put my videos on, but I'm really going to do my darndest for the next 2 weeks to get them on. So today we're going to do a nice dessert. It's going to be a low-carb chocolate pecan coconut square. It's absolutely delicious. I did get the recipe from a friend and she says once you've tasted it, you have to be careful because you want to eat all of it. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to make the crust. So it's going to be an almond crust. So I have a cup of almond flour, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and I'm just going to mix that in a bit. I'm using a glove. It's up to you what you want to do, but I'd like to keep my hand clean if possible. So now I'm going to add in 1 egg. I beat it up a little bit, so we're going to mix that in. And I have 2 tablespoons of melted butter. So just make sure that your butter's not super hot when you're putting it in here. There we go. So I'm just going to mix this up. And then we'll put it in a dish for our crust, and then I can make the topping. Okay, so I am going to bring in an 8x8 ovenware dish, and we're going to put the crust on the bottom. It's very sticky. I'll warn you ahead of time. The glove's falling off, it's sticking to the glove. So we're going to spread this around. Sorry, I could have done this without, but you might as well see what I'm doing so you kind of know. Okay, so I'm just going to take this and spread it around the bottom of my pan. I think what I'll do is I've got a piece of parchment paper, so I'm just going to spread it this way. See if that'll make it a little quicker and not as gooey, because it is very sticky. So I'll work on this for a little bit and get it all evened out. The parchment paper works quite well to get it on there, spread out, so you can do any way that you'd like. So I'll work a little bit more to make it even. So just to do the final smoothing, I just took one of these little knives and spread it out, and it works quite well. So we're going to put it in the oven at 350 for 20 minutes, and we will bake the crust. So now we're going to make the ingredients for the top of the crust. So I have 1/2 cup of 35% heavy cream. Now we're going to add in 1/2 cup of powdered erythritol. I guess it would help if I turned the burner on. There we go. So I'll just stir this up a little. Then we're going to add in 1/2 cup of unsalted butter. I've got 1/2 cup here. we'll get this heated up here to get started. And the last thing we're going to add in for now is a teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm just going to keep stirring this till I have everything melted, and then I'm going to boil it for about 5 minutes. So it just started to boil. I'm going to turn it down a bit because I don't want to go overboard on boiling super hard, but I want it to boil for 5 minutes. So I put the timer on, and we're just going to let that cook for 5 minutes. Okay, it's been boiling for 5 minutes, so now I've just shut the burner off, and I have 9 ounces of sugar-free chocolate chips. Now, I've had it for a while, and I actually have it cut off the top, so it says it's from Nutrition Inc. So that is what I am putting into the mixture here. So I've got 9 ounces. So we're going to stir that up. And then I am going to put in some coconut and some pecans, which is just a great combination. I hope you enjoy this as much as we have, and my girlfriend Jane is correct. Once you take a square, you want more, so you're going to have to be really, really careful as to what you're going to limit yourself to. Okay, so I have a cup of chopped pecans, and I have a cup of unsweetened coconut. So now we're just going to stir, and hopefully I don't make too much of a mess. Looks delicious. Now that the chocolate chips that I used, they were the alcohol, sugar alcohol in it. It doesn't have stevia or aspartame or anything like that. Okay, this is it. So I think my crust has cooled down enough that I'm just going to pour this in. I don't know. This might be a dangerous one for you guys. There we go. What can I scrape this off with? So I'm going to let it cool down, set it in the fridge, and then we're going to have a delicious square. We'll just shake it a little and make it leveled. So here are my low-carb chocolate pecan coconut squares. I already ate one, but we'll do another. They came out of the pan really nice. I didn't grease the pan or anything. You get quite a few in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And that's the size that you're getting. Very tasty. Very nice. I recommend keeping them in the fridge. They taste lovely. I think you'll like this one. And I'm going to thank Jane. We don't know where the recipe came from, but it's delicious. And I think you should give it a try. So, go to lowcarbrecipe.com, try this recipe, and try some of my others. You take care. I'll see you soon. Bye now.